Our sports editor Simon Harding is in Qatar following the action for us. Simon, hi. Now, can you give us a bit of a preview? How is that Morocco-Spain match shaping up?
Well, it's a game that's very much in the balance, and Morocco in particular keen to have a meeting with history. It would be a first ever qualification for the Moroccans to the quarterfinals of a World Cup, 36 years after reaching the last 16 and the knockout phases of the tournament for the very first and the only time in their history. You've got to say that Walid Regragui's team have been absolutely sensational so far. They were able to beat Belgium, the second-ranked team on the FIFA standings. They were able to get a draw against Croatia. So they've really been at the top of their game. Best defence as well coming into this match with only one goal conceded. And you can tell that it's a team that focuses on that defensive solidity from the back with players of quality such as the captain Romain Saïss, and then moves forwards with players who in between the lines and in attack can make all of the difference. Hakim Ziyech and Ein-Nesyri up front as well. In terms of the game with Spain, it's a particular one. Morocco is the second most populous community in Spain after the Spanish themselves, of course. So a lot of the Moroccan players play in Spain. Some of them were even born in Spain, like Achraf Hakimi, the Paris Saint-Germain star. So it's a very particular flavour to this match. Morocco, who are hoping to become the first team since Cameroon in 1990 to go unbeaten as an African nation for 5 games in a row. For the Spanish, a little bit of surprises from Luis Enrique in his starting 11. Alvaro Morata, the top scorer for La Roja, does not feature, and Marcos Llorente is going to be playing as right back, an indication perhaps of fear, but also perhaps of Enrique wanting to control the game with a lot of possession. Spain hoping to avoid Morocco beating them. The only team ever to beat the Spanish in the World Cup from Africa was Nigeria in the 1998 World Cup.
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure on Morocco there to bring Africa into the next round. But what about Portugal-Switzerland? There was some uncertainty as to whether Portugal's star player, Cristiano Ronaldo, whether he would be starting in that match.
Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo had a little bit of a fit. There's no other way to say it when he was substituted against South Korea. The coach, Fernando Santos, dealt with it internally. That's what he told us, the media. And Portugal set very much to start in the same vein as they did in the previous games. It is possible that Diogo Dalot of Manchester United could start for the first time at right back with the starting team for the Portuguese side. But on paper, this is a game Portugal should win. In reality, Switzerland are very much a team to be feared. The way that they dispatched Serbia, the way that they resisted against Brazil before conceding a very late goal in that match does mean that the Swiss have got plenty of confidence. They're also a team whom we saw in the last Euros capable of beating the very best. They knocked out France of the competition. They've got pedigree when it comes to a penalty shootout as well. So it is a game that we're going to have to follow quite closely. It could be a massive upset, though. It is true that Portugal, who have not reached the quarterfinals of a World Cup for a while, want to put what happened in Russia behind them, as do Spain, who lost against Russia 4 years ago. So it is a question today as to whether the big footballing nations are going to deliver, or are they going to fall out of grace, as we've seen other teams such as Germany and Belgium do over the last 2 weeks.
A crucial moment in the tournament then. Simon Harding, thank you very much for that roundup from the World Cup in Qatar.